welcome back to Facebook Live here at the Lighthouse Treatment Center. I am here today with Ebony. Eb.
Hi everybody, my name is Ebony.
How long have you been here at the Lighthouse?
I've been working with the Lighthouse for approximately 5 months now.
Awesome. What do you do here?
I am, I guess you can say, an intake coordinator / receptionist.
What brought you into working in recovery?
Well, I've always liked to help people, so in that sense, and also my mom is in recovery as well, and she works in the field, so I basically followed in her footsteps.
Really? What was it like growing up with a parent in addiction?
I guess it has its ups and downs. I can't necessarily say I grew up with her because every time she was out in her runs, she made sure we were taken care of at her grandma's house, but it's like the motherly love that you need, so it's not the same, but I wouldn't have much to remember because I was younger, so I got the better end of the stick, I guess.
That's good. How was it growing up with a parent in recovery?
Didn't necessarily affect me, I guess you can say. I don't see it like as something that affected me for the fact that I don't use drugs. I never have. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I'm the neutral one. I don't.
That's good.
It is.
That's really good.
I see all the people who come in here and I'm like, God, that could have been me one day, but it's like everybody picks and chooses the path they want to take, and so I took the high one.
That's good. That's like really amazing. Did growing up with a family in addiction deter you from going down that road?
No, I mean, everybody picks and chooses their lifestyle that they want to live. I can't say, like, if I were to be an addict, I can't be like, oh, well, because my mom was one, I became one. So it's like, you pick and choose what you want to do. I mean, it's like everybody has their own way of living.
Did you ever get into relationships with people who were?
I did. When I was 18, I had started dating I didn't have a son then, but now he's my son's dad. And I was 18 and I believe he was 28, so he was 10 years older than me. And he's an alcoholic, and he drank and drank and drank. And I was with him about like 4 years. And it was always something that I did not like. And so I was always like, come on, dude, you need to stop drinking, stop drinking, stop drinking. But it never happened. And I mean, addiction is only one thing that there's no good in addiction. It's always going to go bad. You can't say you're going to do it for a short period of time and you're going to stop. You can't just be like, oh, have a few beers, let me black out, get drunk, and I'm not an addict. But I mean, the outcome of his addiction was just in December, he passed away due to alcohol, and he got advanced psoriasis, and he got puffed up and yellow, and it was a bad thing. So I mean, I have that to teach my son to not use, to let him know that drinking with your friends socially can become an addiction. And like my son's only 7, so he doesn't understand necessarily so much of what it is. And he knows his dad's gone, and he knows because of his drinking and what it is. But I mean, like I say, you pick the life that you want to live, and you live the life that you want to live. So when the outcome comes out, excuse my language, fucked up, don't complain about it, you know? So you can only prosper from it or fall down. And it's like my sister too, she's a standing alcoholic right now, and she doesn't get it. She doesn't get it. She goes in and out of rehab, and I'm just like, one day you're gonna be just like Menyo. I'm like, if you continue at the rate you're doing, and I wish I could help her, but you can only help somebody who wants to be helped. So.
That's so true. I'm sorry to hear about that.
No worries.
I was in a relationship myself, like with the addict, and I hadn't used, and never used, and then I saw him using, and then I was like, oh, I could just try it one time.
Yes.
And then that one time led to a full-blown addiction.
There's no such thing as one time.
There is no, yeah. I've lost a lot of people to addiction. That's
the scary part. It's like the clients that come here, I always say, like, my motto to me, and it sounds messed up, but I like to work here to see them coming at their worst. Mm-hmm. And then there people will be like, what the hell, why do you say that? Because I get to see them leave at their best. Mm-hmm. I get to see them from what they came in, low down to the floor, begging for help, wanting to get better, to see them ready to go and leave. And it makes me feel even more better when I know that I was part of the recovery, and I can see them come back and still be clean, working and doing stuff like that. So it's a great thing. But I mean, treatment is not a jail. It's not a place that you're locked in. I mean, you have to want it. And if you don't want it, you're not going to be here. But if you're going to want it, you're going to work the program, you're going to go to groups, you're going to be social, you're going to talk about what is putting you in that situation.
Exactly.
Because if you're not going to talk about it, nobody's ever going to know about it. Mm-hmm. Your one word can mean so much to millions of people. You just have to speak up. And you have to ask. And if you don't ask, you won't receive.
I agree with that 100%. You know, I came here too, and I was like so terrified, and then like started reaching out to everyone, coming back to alumni.
See?
It's a good thing. Yeah, everyone was like, oh my gosh, Carynn, you were such a hot mess. And then they're like, seeing you now, it's like, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. And the slogan of treatment, me being a normie. I feel like me being a normie has nothing to do with me working in recovery. I could work in recovery and be a normie, but I bet if it's just like everybody tells me, oh my God, you're a normie, you don't understand. And then when they sit there and they listen to my background, they're like, wow. It's like, so you can't judge a person because they haven't used or they done it once or whatnot. It's like everybody has their own stories, so it's like you can't judge. And a lot of the clients feel like, oh, I'm being judged. Rehab is a place that you come for comfort, for trust, and everybody, like, you feel like a family. And that's what the Lighthouse is. It's a big family, and I've learned that. And I greatly appreciate being able to be part of the family that has grown with me here at the Lighthouse. But I mean, I just hope for everybody who's out in the world or who's ever watching this live feed, you see us here and you see we're a family and we're always here to help, and we would love to help. You just have to want it. So I mean, that's how I see it.
I know. What is like your best experience that you've had here?
Best experience? Well, I think I can say every experience is my best experience. I love all of my clients. They all have come. It's like I used to have a client here, and he came in on heroin, and I had to do his intake. And oh boy, it was a hard process to keep a heroin addict awake doing the process. So it took me a couple slappings of the desk and raising my voice a little bit, but I got his attention. And after he was sober up a little bit more, he came and apologized, and I said, there's nothing for you to apologize for. I'm happy that you came in. I'm happy you trust me to do your intake, and I'm happy you confide in me to let me know and open up to me. So that's good enough for me. I'm like, your yesterdays are past, today's today, and it's a new day. So.
Oh, that's so awesome. Have you ever gone to Al-Anon?
I haven't. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I think it's like if I'm not understanding wrong, it's like a program for like kind of sense of normies, I guess. I'm like, and you go there and it's like a group. I've heard it from a lot of staff here. They tell me it would be a good place for me to go. What do you recommend?
You should. I actually took my mom to an Al-Anon meeting, and it's like the parents and loved ones, you know, they're, dealing with their child or family member with addiction, and they don't know how to handle it, so they get to talk about it and like get advice and wisdom.
It's like a support group kind of
thing.
That's good. I'm gonna have to try that out.
It's really awesome. So what would you say to a loved one who hasn't, but who is struggling with addiction?
I mean, in the sense, there's only so much you can say. It's basically in the sense just letting them know that you're here, that you support them, that you're not there to judge them. Whenever they're ready, you're ready to help them out, and that I love them, and that I'm always going to be there. It's just like my sister. I'm the youngest of 4, and I love my sister to death. She means the world to me, and I wish there was something I could do, but I can't. Sorry. So I mean, like, when they're ready, you're ready. So if I could be talking to my sister, I would just let her know that I'm here for her, and that I wish there was something I could do to make her see that there's a better life outside of alcohol, and that I'm here for her whenever she's ready. That's what I would say. I'm sorry for crying, but it's...
Don't be sorry.
Like family, and I'm emotional, but I just wish I could help. And she's like my main reason that I stay working in treatment, because I like to help, and I mean, I've been able to help her and knowing I can help other people, that helps me out a lot.
Well, I think you're an amazing person.
Thank
you have
you.
such an amazing story to share.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. And tune in next week on Thursday at 3 p.m. for Facebook Live. Thank you for joining us.